Hi everyone and welcome back. We're heading into episode 5 of Why Are You Behind the Scenes? So we are almost finished now with these. These are behind the scenes for episode 9 and 10, which is when they're at the beach. So you might have seen a few of these scenes already in the special that I posted, but we're going to see what else they've included in these episodes because that special pertained to other elements. But it is nice to see how much effort goes into these. I mean, it's a lot more than people think. And also, these were very intimate scenes for the actors. I mean, this was very close quarters, very intimate, and it was mainly the two main leads, Tutor and Fighter, Saint and C, that had to keep these episodes afloat. So I wonder how difficult that was for them. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you want full reactions to this and other things that I have on my Patreon, I will leave a link in the description box below. Okay, so is this just a backtrack of what we saw in the previous behind the scenes? Did he just stare at the camera? Seemed a little bit embarrassed there, but I think he just wanted to get the scene done. I don't know who's singing this song right now. That's a really nice shot. So this is when he's tired. They seem to really be comfortable with one another now. Genuinely, I think they're so used to each other with filming that this really helps. I would say the special didn't show this type of interaction between them. It showed more, just a lot more that was going on behind the scenes. This shows more their interaction. I'm trying to look at how they look on the camera. Because it's kind of a mid-range, mid-close-up shot that they had on them. So again, this is stuff we've seen in the special. Always eating. He's so skinny and look how much he can eat. It's also interesting that they keep putting the little heart, the little blue heart. Yeah, see, look, he's not actually sat there with him when they're doing these behind the scenes. As you can see, he's standing there. It is hard sometimes to do scenes where you have to interact with just the camera, because you have to make sure that your eye level is correct with the person you're sitting with. They do take nice photos. They're both handsome young men. Look how close they are. you can see that Z is more mature. And now I know this guy is the acting director. I have been told now. Makes much more sense of why he's always there and what he does. And I should have known. I've actually been asked to be a coach, an acting coach for a film. I don't know why. I wonder what they made in. He loves K-pop. Saint is always doing a K-pop song. That fake laugh of his. He really loves Love Shot. A random crew member. Yeah, people think that it's all something grandiose when you're doing film, but it's not. Most of the time it's you just sitting around or asleep somewhere. But you can see actually they filmed quite far away from them. It shows you how close a camera can go without pixelation distorting the image.
น้องเสร็จปุ๊บหยิบผ้าขึ้นมาสะบัดเมื่อกี้ป๊าบปึ๊บทีเราก็ทำตอนนี้ก้มหัวล่อง
Yeah, so this is just the scene where he's shirtless and he takes the bandana and ties it up. But it shows you how intricate everything is. Literally, the director had every movement down. I like how she's got the umbrella ready to shade the actor out, and she's just standing underneath it with her fan. Also, I like how they filmed this. If you see the specific type of cameras, you can see there's no tracking system. They literally have a stand, or it's attached to someone, and yet how beautifully everything comes out in filming. So I guess they could actually, because of this, less time spent waiting around. They could just get the shots done. Okay, they're blocking out the light. They have to do that a lot, I've noticed, when they're filming, how much they have to kind of absorb the light into these white blocks. So many crew. A lot of money would have gone into this production with how many crew there is. So this is the one of the more intimate behind the detail scenes we get to see. There we go, slow. Well, we know he says saint instead of tutor. Lift him up. Doesn't help when the person you're trying to lift up is about 6 feet tall. Again, this is genuinely very sweet, innocent moments between them.
หมายถึงตอนที่พี่เซนบีบพี่
Knocks him out or kicks him.
ไม่ใช่คือพี่แกเริ่มอยู่ว่าพี่ซีอยู่ก็หมอบมากดหน้าเซนลงเอาจริงป่ะแล้วเซนก็ตะเกียกตะกายขาก็เลยโดนพี่ซีเอาจริงป่ะจะพูดอะไรไหม
เ
อร์ก็ไม่รู้เหมือนกันนะพี่แต่พูดลอยๆพูดลอยๆแต่เตอร์เป็นคนชอบเที่ยวทะเลอ่ะทะเลเนี่ยสวยเตอร์ก็ไป
Sometimes I wish the director would let them at least run through more than just a line or two here.
ได้สมมติตลก
I do love some of the angles they use when they're shooting here. It's not just that they use in a point of view or even from below, sometimes they use it from the side.
อะไรดีไปฝึกมาแล้ว
They're always dancing, these two.
ทำไมไม่เหมือนน้องไอซ์เต้นเลยอ่ะ
เอาตรงๆนะ
Oh, this is, I see it. Maybe they were asking people in the background to move.
วาดหัวใจแล้วไปจบที่หางหัวใจคนละข้างมาใหญ่ๆสองสามไปเย้ไปเร็วไปหอมหน่อยมาหนึ่งแล้วพี่พอดมารอสายันสัญญาเลยนะอย่างเงี้ยลงไปเล่นน้ำ
He's comfortable in his body. These action scenes would have been hard to do because it is just a genuine. You still say the characters' names, but you have to do, as you can see, things that even the actors were finding a bit silly, and the crew as well. Yeah, he's working out for the scene. I can understand why they both did this. You want to look your best. Before you do a big scene like that, where you're shirtless, you need to do as much working out as possible.
50 60
As you can see, it makes their muscles stick out more.
จะพาน้องไปซาวน่าให้ผิวดี160เตอร์ทำอะไรอ่ะพี่ไม่อยากผิดคำสัญญาที่พี่จะไม่ทำอะไรเตอร์ในคืนนี้แต่คืนนี้พี่ขอเลยต้องเป็นแนวยาวละ
I don't know. He's so full of life. You have to give it to him. Saint really seems happy in his life. Everyone does the little tiny feet movement. Yes, you know, the little feet thing that everyone does. Told you, here they go, under the water. So that was Why Are You Behind the Scenes episode 5. Parts of that were hard to get through, more because I'd seen it already and I was trying to remember what the English subtitles were compared to what was happening in those moments, and because I'd seen it before, you already know what goes on behind the scenes because they had the special episode, but there were a few things that they did not include in those special episodes, which was quite nice. And it's just always really nice to see the interaction between Saint and Z. I forget until I watch these how good their chemistry is and how much fun they have, because Saint obviously is the younger of the two, and you can tell, he is a full of energy. He likes to have fun, he seems very happy, whereas Z, you can tell, is definitely the more mature of the two, just in the way he holds himself even behind the scenes. But they bounce off one another really well. We got to see, where they make their mistakes. Bloopers, gag reels are my probably favourite thing to watch when you get like the special edits from DVDs and TV shows. I'd love to see bloopers because it puts into perspective just that anyone can mess up and that it's not always glamour. It was interesting to see what type of cameras they used, how much time they probably saved because of where they were shooting, and how difficult it was for the actors, because it was just them and a lot of crew there. I mean, there was a lot of crew members there. So having just you and one person acting and then a whole bunch of crew people can be a lot, especially because these are the most intimate moments we see between tutor and fighter. They were still really sweet. It was really nice to see what goes on behind the set. And I want to see what happens in the next one, because that's when it all comes crashing down. And I want to see what went into the making of those parts, because we get a lot of the actors back together, all filming their scenes. Tutor and fighters kind of like break up. But it's nice to see that they get really immersed in the characters, and sometimes you can see that they're forgetting that crew are around them, and then they have to snap back to reality. Thank you for watching. That was Why Are You Behind the Scenes episode 5, and I will be back next week with episode 6.